Well, hello everyone. Welcome. This is Johnny on Fire. I'm Johnny Spezzano, and we are going to make another great recipe and talk to somebody amazing. I'm with Stephen Fuller. He is the food service director at South Lewis Central School. We're going to take one of his recipes and we're going to cook it with fire. Welcome.
All right. Well, thank you for inviting me.
Bro, my favorite subject at school, lunch. So I'm glad to have you
Everyone's favorite subject is lunch, yes.
All right, let me set this up. I follow your posts on Facebook, and I get to see some of the lunches that you're making for students daily at South Lewis Central School. Give me a couple of examples of some things you've made recently.
Recently, we've done Thai Buddha bowls. So we've done that. I make sushi, all kinds of odd things. We do chicken riggies is another one.
You guys are going above and beyond at South Lewis School. You like to call it farm to school, am I right?
Correct.
So you're using fresh local products.
Yep, we use fresh local products a lot in our cooking, and we do have some of the other things that you normally would see at school.
Okay.
But we like to offer the fresh items as well,
Okay.
and we do a lot of local stuff.
Well, I think we should get started. So again, these are called
Southwestern stuffed zucchini boats.
All right.
Our ingredients, we have the zucchini boats, and then we're going to stuff them with the onion, burger, corn, black beans, and tomato. We'll top that with cheese and then make a cilantro lime sauce with fresh cilantro, locally made Greek yogurt, jalapenos, and lime.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, we start out with just prepping the zucchini boats. So we're just going to cut the ends off from these.
All right, so you're going to cut
So
the ends off.
just a little bit off, and we're going to just slice these right in half.
Okay,
Yep.
right down the middle.
Right down the middle. And then we just very carefully take the stuffing or the innards out.
Look how he's doing this. I love it. All right, let me get over here and get.
So we just you just kind of take the edge of the spoon, go along the outside there,
Okay.
and then just kind of loosen it up, and then you can just scoop it right out, and it scoops out.
Okay,
and then
you've
got
done
your-
this before. Let me try this again.
I've done it once or twice before.
Little around the edge. So how many students do you guys feed at South Lewis School?
So we have a little over 1,000 students. I think it's like 1,050 students that are in school, and we run about 85% of the students that eat at the
That's
district.
a lot
that
of
eat lunch.
zucchini boats.
Yes.
No wonder you're getting good at it. I'm just going to let you do it.
Oh yeah, it's just.
All right. So these look
I've been
amazing.
doing this for 35 years, so I mean, I've been doing stuff like this. So you get used to.
And you said local product. Are you actually growing some of the stuff at the school?
We are. So currently we're growing stuff right now too, because we have growing towers. We have a greenhouse. I think we have about 6 growing towers right now. I just filled out a grant application for some more growing towers. I'd like to get them scattered around the school.
This is the way it should be. I love this. We're going to start by preparing the boats and pre-cooking them a little bit, right,
Yep.
Stephen?
Yep, we're going to start off with getting the boats in the oven here first. And we're going to
We have to count how
pre-cook
many
them.
staff are with us today so we cook enough.
We'll make sure we cook it.
We're going to all do this. We're going to do all of this in the wood-fired oven.
Yes.
All right, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take what we've got here as far as zucchini boats go, and we are going to put them in. Do we want to douse them with any olive oil?
So we're just going to take a little bit of olive oil,
Okay.
and we're just going to drizzle that over.
Oh, this is looking great.
Now, I don't use salt and pepper in school, but for today, I think we can get away with it.
Okay.
Well, I should say I don't use salt in school.
Yeah,
But I
we're going
definitely
to talk
use
about that
that.
later. I know you have to meet certain. That is the loudest
That's
pepper.
the loudest pepper grinder I've ever.
You have certain restrictions that you have to follow to keep people within nutritional guidelines.
Yep,
and
we
such.
definitely have guidelines that we have to follow. So sodium content in the food is definitely one of the things we watch out for.
I love it. But you know what? How much better is farm to table cooking anyway? And of course, if this is farm to school, which we know Lewis County is the home of amazing agriculture, agribusiness men and women. So this is right up your school's alley, and I love to see this. All right, so we've got our last boat, and we're getting ready to put it in the oven. While he's finishing that up, I'm going to make way to put our pan in the oven. We're going to move the flames over to the side like this because we're cooking with fire. All right, I think we're ready.
I think we're ready to
So
go.
again, our zucchini boats are going to go in. How long are we going to, if we were doing this in our oven at home, how long would we cook them for?
Typically 10 minutes in the oven, about 400 degrees. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, our oven is probably about 500 degrees right
nice.
now. So we'll cook it
A
for
little
about,
char on there, never heard anything.
we'll
I
cook
like
it for about 8 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
So while the zucchini boats are softening in the wood fire oven, let's go over the ingredients of the stuffing.
Certainly.
All right, what do we got?
So we've got our onion here. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take the onion and the beef and cook it in the pan.
Okay.
While that's cooking, we've also have our black beans and our corn. We're gonna chop up the tomatoes and get that ready to go. And those are gonna be the ingredients to the stuffing. Now,
This is going to be good.
you have some other ingredients here. We're gonna make a little sauce. It's gonna be a cilantro lime sauce that we're gonna put over top afterwards. And that's gonna be out of our locally made Greek yogurt, cilantro, lime, and jalapeno peppers.
Locally made Greek yogurt.
Locally made Greek
All
yogurt.
right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get started. Let's add our beef and our onion to the pan with a
Okay.
little olive oil.
Certainly, we'll just put a little bit of olive oil in here.
Ooh, I can smell the zucchini boats softening up in there. They smell good.
Put our onions in there.
Someday they're going to invent television that has smell-o-vision.
Oh, I know.
Smell-o-vision. I think that's what we need. All right. So we're going to put these in, let them saute up with the smoky wood flame.
Yep.
Our zucchini boats are about done. Let's get this meat browned up. All right, let's take the ground beef out. It's looking nice and brown, and the onions. We're gonna add the rest of our stuffing ingredients. What do we got, Steve?
We got tomatoes,
Tomatoes, yum,
corn,
corn, ooh.
our black beans.
Giving us,
Got a little bit of our taco seasoning.
all right, a little taco seasoning. Yeah, everybody's got that around the house.
All right.
And a little tomato.
Little tomatoes.
Look at this.
Stir
This
that
is
up.
gonna be great inside those zucchini boats. Now again, do this at home on your stove top.
Oh,
We're
yep,
doing it in
yep.
a wood-fired oven to give it that smokiness.
We got it mixed up, and we'll put it right back
That
in.
smells so good. All right, back in we go. Oh my goodness, our mixture is ready. We're gonna take it out of the oven right now. Look at the colors on this. This just looks so appetizing to the eye. Some lucky students at South Louis. So we're gonna stuff the
Now
boats.
we're gonna stuff the boat. So we're gonna take our stuffing, and we're just going to lay it into our boat, just like so.
Again, some ground beef. Again, you guys use local ground beef when you can.
Yep. We get our ground beef from Red Barn Meats.
Nice.
Red Barn Meats in Krogan.
And we've got corn, beans, some taco seasoning, and a little bit of tomato sauce. All mixed up here with the onion, and it's going in the boats. You know this is gonna be good. I hope you're enjoying this at home, and I hope you get a chance to try this recipe. Of course, you can go to the WPBS TV website to get this recipe, so make sure you go check it out. All right, what's left? What are we gonna
Now
do
we're
next?
just gonna take our cheese, and we're gonna top over top of this.
Hey, that's not enough cheese. More cheese. More cheese.
All right. Well, I guess we're not serving the students today, so we can add a little bit more cheese to
All
that.
right. A little more on that one. A little more on that
All
one.
right.
Now we're going to put it in the oven. And if you were baking this at home, how long? Not long.
Not very long, because like
everything is-
5 minutes,
Okay.
10 minutes. We're just gonna melt and brown the cheese.
They're ready to come out. Let's take them out.
smell
Here we
great.
go. Zucchini boats stuffed with some Southwest goodness. Get a load of these. Wow.
It turned out great.
So, some incredibly lucky students at South Louis Central School enjoying, again, farm to school. So, how have the students responded to this?
Oh, really good. You know, we started off, you know, maybe the kids were down here and what they took, and it's gradually worked its way up and in these type of meals. That
So,
they-
you're getting kids to switch over from, let's say, all chicken nuggets to enjoying flavorful meals like this?
Correct. I mean, we still do the same types of things other school districts do,
Yeah.
but we add in choices, more choices for them,
Mm-hmm.
and fresh cooked farm to school choices.
Are other schools adopting this same sort of philosophy where you're growing stuff in your community and you're using it to cook food in your school?
Certainly. I mean, they probably don't get it out there as much as I do. I'm very much in PR, and I like to let the public know what we're doing. But I do know that districts are out there, in small steps working towards this.
So how did you get involved in this kind of cooking for your students?
So my background is restaurant. So I've been in the restaurant business my whole life. I had a restaurant for about 13 years. I also had a meat market. So I was involved in food a lot. And we're in an agricultural community, so I got involved in the community and started going to meetings, farm to school, farm to table meetings, and just kind of got involved in that way. And I've just talked to a lot of the different growers and producers in our area.
And the kids are very receptive to this?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, you said you have a garden at school?
Certainly. We have our own garden at school.
What are you growing?
We grow corn, zucchini, different squashes, tomatoes, cucumbers, a lot of fresh herbs we do, because I use fresh herbs. Like here we've got some cilantro that I'm going to be using for our sauce. Okay. So that's how I do a lot of the seasoning for our food.
To me, they used to throw some cinnamon in the applesauce, and that was about as complex as the lunches got. So some real lucky students. All right, so let's top what we've got. Now, we're putting, by the way, you mentioned, is this a local product?
This is a local product. So this is a fat-free Greek yogurt. A friend of mine owns Black River Valley Naturals. That's right in our backyard, and they're a processor. So they process this yogurt for us.
All right, so this is Greek yogurt made locally. Local cows and everything. All right,
Local cows and everything.
We're gonna blend up what ingredients? Jalapenos.
So we got jalapenos.
Arriba.
So we add a little sweet and spice, a little sweet and sassy there.
Is that brown sugar?
That's brown sugar.
Okay.
Our freshly grown cilantro.
Okay.
And I take a little lime. I use a lot of limes and lemons in my cooking.
Give it some zing.
For some zing. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna take our Greek yogurt here, and we'll get that in there. Our fat-free Greek yogurt. And then we take a little bit of our fat-free milk and add that in there, and we're just gonna blend this up.
Okay, this is going right over the top of these.
All right, and we're just going to want to spoon that over top of it.
Man, everybody working the cameras here is getting excited because they get to taste this. Again, makes you want to go back to school, doesn't it?
And just layering the flavors. That's what I tell my staff all the time.
Ooh, all right. Now, time for a taste.
All right.
Do the honors for me.
Alrighty, there you go.
Oh my goodness.
I always say if food looks good, it tastes good.
Right, you eat with your eyes first.
Eat with your eyes first.
So we're with Food Service Director Stephen Fuller from South Lewis Central School, and I'm about to have school lunch. I'm very excited to take a taste. And this, you need to make it home right away. Whoa. Really good.
Here, let me just grab a fork, Johnny, so I can try this. And
yeah, try it out. See how it came out. And again, cooking in the wood fire changes it all up because it gives it that smokiness.
Yes, definitely. I definitely have to talk to my district about getting a smoke-fired stove.
I feel like if I went to school and had lunches like this, I would never be absent, ever.
Definitely.
Unreal. Oh my gosh, delicious.
Nice.
Well, listen, check out the WPBS website for the recipe. Look for all the Johnny on Fire episodes there. You can check out my podcast, which is called Dinner at Johnny's, wherever you get your podcasts. And let's keep growing as a community, and let's eat local.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you. I'm gonna finish this off.
I love it. Everything in here is so good, and that sauce on top.
I tell you what, that wood fire, excellent taste.
Really good.